Hey lovely sexy hobby people, welcome to today's video, which is Warhammer Stormbringer. It's going to be issue 43, but we got another binder with our issue, and we get another notice to say that we're getting another exclusive or another additional character. This time it's Radakar the Wolf. I seem to remember that, was he not included in the Cities of Cursed City box set? That was it. The Cursed City box set. Isn't he the main bad guy in that? I think. Anyway, get your exclusive Soulblight Gravelords Radakar the Wolf character pack now. Radakar the Wolf is an ancient and powerful Soulblight vampire. He possesses incredible intelligence, monstrous strength, and a command of death magic, which makes him a terrifying force to be reckoned with. Radakar is a vampire kin. Radakar and his vampire kin have ruled the dark places of the mortal realms for years, and together they are known as the Soulblight Gravelords. They lead vast hordes of shambling corpses brought to life by death magic and pitted against the living in eternal war. The Soulblight Gravelords see mortals as mere cattle, a source of blood and fresh corpses for their sinister rituals. Radakar is of the Virkos dynasty, a bloodline of vampires deeply linked to wolves, with sharp claws, animal strength, and cunning of born hunters. This special issue of Stormbringer comes with a multi-part plastic kit that contains the components necessary to assemble your Radakar the Wolf, build and paint guides, as well as detailed background on the Soulblight Gravelords, and all the rules and data sheets required to unleash these intelligent hunters in battle. This brand new character pack comes for the special subscriber price of £9.99 or €12.99 in the Republic of Ireland. As a subscriber, we have already reserved you a Soulblight Gravelords Radakar the Wolf character pack, and it will be sent out automatically in your next dispatch. If you do not wish to receive your limited edition character pack, then you can contact us using the details listed at the top of this letter to cancel the order. So there you go, another character, another bad guy. I seem to remember that there was supposed to be a female special character that we were going to get as one of the freebies that was listed. When we got the sheet with the first issue, which talked about the extras that we were going to get, I'm fairly certain that a character was listed in that. I've actually just found the Cursed Cities book here, and I am let's see if we can got the character minis in here. No, doesn't look like it. Cursed City rulebook. Here we go. Radakar the Wolf. And what was this character? What was this guy? What was this guy's name? I've put the bloody bit of paper down now. There it is. Yeah, Radakar the Wolf. There you go. Right. Anyway, that's that. We get another binder, so that's nice. And we're over halfway of the main collection now. 80 issues. We're on issue 43. In this issue, which is one I'm going to look at, we get some Tree-Revenants. Let's just put that aside. But 44, we get a couple of paints and a brush, and then we get some Moon Smasher Fanatics in issue 45, and a Branch Witch in issue 46. So that's what we get. with this latest delivery. Right, here we go. And lots and lots of little bits. I'm really going to hate having to clip all those out and clean them up, aren't I? Yeah. Bugger. Okay. Right, let's get waffling, as Valrak would say. The great cycles. The Sylvaneth think of time as a series of cyclical epochs. Like the seasons, the ages progress from one to another, each taking its allotted time and serving its purpose beyond inevitability, giving way to the next. So we have the Age of Myth, then the Age of Chaos, the Age of Sigmar, the Era of the Beast, now the Sylvaneth are living in a season of vengeance. They are a force ascendant, but there are still many battles to be fought. They defend their lands with furious violence, remembering all too well the near catastrophic losses they suffered in ages past. Nature is strong, but it is best from all sides. It is beset from all sides by the forces of chaos, destruction, and death. Even allies of the Sylvaneth might unwittingly threaten or harm the natural order, and the Sylvaneth stand ready to meet all foes in battle. So, on the perils of chaos. Attend, faithful disciple, to the words of Brother Moshard. The forces of darkness close in about us. Heed the teaching of Sigmar's devoted servant and renounce corruption. Okay. Zealots. The eternal enemy, and be ever vigilant. Tree-Revenants. Tree-Revenants are sombre and deadly Sylvaneth infantry. Beneath banners of silk, they advance on their foes, utilising secret spirit paths to catch the enemy unaware. Once in combat, they slash ferociously at their opponents, wielding their enchanted blades with unmatched prowess. So, D6 rolling chart to find the forest your Tree-Revenants hail from. So, their home glade rolling chart. And then a D6 rolling chart for special personality traits and favoured tactics of your unit. And then you can give your unit name down below. So this, I kind of feel that this might be the first multi-model, multi-part unit that we've got. Or is it? No, we had the Moon Clan shooters, didn't we? They were a much older sculpt, but you had options there. But they're giving you options here. In this build, you can choose between the optional parts below when you are instructed to use a component. So, yeah, there you go. I'm loving this selection of swords and sickles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swords, 2 sickles, 1 what could be an ice pick really, and an axe. I think I'll go with swords. I like the swords. So here we go, building them up. I mean, the main body is what, mostly 3 parts? No, tell a lie. Some of them are more than that. Yeah, I mean, we get our banner bearer, so I'll obviously make the banner bearer. It looks like this guy has been given the axe to use. I mean, it looks like these guys are all getting swords anyway. That looks like a spear, though. That looks cool. So I wonder if this is the leader, maybe? Don't know. Yeah, gonna have a look. See what that. See what that is. Waypiper. The musician in this unit uses enchanted pipes to open secret spirit paths through which Tree-Revenants can move. Okay. Okay. Right, and then we've got how to paint. So, coming in with a base coat of Wraithbone. No, they're just doing the joints in Wraithbone. Undercoat your Tree-Revenants in Catachan flesh. There you go. So we're using Wraithbone, Uruk flesh on a lot of stuff. Korax white, Corn red, Rule of brass, Snow oil, Agrax earthshade, Athenian Camo shade, Griff's Charger grey, and then that's how far we've got to with our painting. Anyway, right, Tree-Revenants. They have a 5-inch move, they have 2 wounds, they have a 5 up save, and they have 6 bravery. So melee weapons, Enchanted Blade is a 1-inch range. It gives you 2 attacks. It's +4 to hit, +3 to wound, -1 rend, and 1 damage. Or the Protector Glaive is a 1-inch range, 2 attacks, 4+ to hit, 3+ to wound, -1 rend, and 2 damage. One model in this unit can be a Scion. Add 1 to the attacks characteristic of that model's melee weapon. A Scion can be armed with a Protector Glaive instead of an Enchanted Blade. Now I'm assuming the Protector Glaive was what looked like the spear. So this person here has a glaive by the look of it. We'll have a look and see what that is on the sprue in just a sec. So 1 in every 5 models in this unit can be a Waypiper. If this unit includes any Waypipers at the start of your movement phase, it can walk the spirit paths instead of making a normal move. If it does so, remove this unit from the battlefield and set it up again anywhere on the battlefield more than 9 inches from all enemy units. Cool. Standard Bearer, Musician, and then Martial Memories. Realm Scout, Duardin Mechanisms. Right, so here we go. Vasilos, Stormblaze, pointed out over the plain in front of him. Vapours shimmered over the rivers of Mercury, and rust hulks of fallen sky vessels dotted the horizon. "It's there, my lord," he said. Lord Imperator Evander Stonegaze squinted towards the fallen sky vessel. Something moved. "What is it, Vasilos?" he asked. "Watch, my lord," said Vasilos. "It moves in the same pattern each time. In a moment it will return." As Vasilos spoke, a spider-like thing of gold and brass scuttled into view. It did a quick lap of the rust hulk and skittered back inside. "Well done, Vasilos," said Evander. "You have brought honour to your troop once again. Do you know what it is you have discovered?" Vasilos shook his head. "That was made by the Duardin," said Evander. "If we can capture it, then there may be a clue that leads us to its maker. We may yet find new allies here." Vasilos's eyes widened. "Should I run back with the news?" he asked. "At once," said Evander. "Tell them to get the troops ready. We're going to capture that thing." Right, okay, here we go. So, the Alliance of Order, the Lord Imperator recognised the gleaming creatures as Duardin mechanisms and sent his forces to seize them for study. If the patrol can successfully capture the devices, they will learn valuable secrets about the Duardin and deal a heavy blow to the forces of destruction. If they fail, they risk emboldening their enemy and will have to search elsewhere to find the secrets of the realm. So their army list is the Knight Arcanum and an Arch Revenant. And then option 1 is 5 Vindictors or 5 Vigilors, or option 2 is 6 Gryph-hounds or 5 Tree-Revenants. And the Alliance of Destruction, the kill boss has seen the gleam of gold and ordered his forces to take the devices for his loot pile. However, the intricate mechanisms may need a good bashing first to stop them running around so much. If the forces of destruction can succeed, then not only will they have a happy boss, but they will deny vital information to the forces of order. If they fail, then order will be one step closer to finding more allies. And the destruction army list is the Swamp Kala Shaman and Potgross, the Kill Bot with Stabgrot, and option 1 is 10 Gut Rippers or 3-man Skewer Bolt Boys, or option 2 is Molog or the Marsh Crawler and the Marsh Crawler Slogoth. So you are using Battle Mat 3, so that's the one with the what looks like a, I'm assuming it's a Mercury River now, called from the description at the front of the mission pack, and the downed craft. It looks like they're going to give you a couple of objective markers to use, and you're deploying on either short edge. You threw highlights. Ian and Eve played through this battle plan. They're back, and then they played it again. Cool. Army selection, destruction turn 2, order turn 2, destruction turn 3. So there you go. Just some examples of what happened. Right, put that aside. Come down. Let's have a cheeky look at the plastic. So it looks like they're on 32mm bases. And we have a sculpt date of 2016. So here's the glaive, I think, that they were talking about. Just there. Other than that, there's not really much. I mean, it's all sort of like twiggy, swirly bits, like lank hair and the stuff. But the weapons look nice. They look good. These look like the torsos here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6 different torsos. Here's our banner, which has a leaf pattern on it. So that'll be. I like it when they've embossed the banner, because it makes it so much easier to paint. But yeah, there you go. I mean, it's not really much to say. There's a lot of hands on this. Awful lot of hands on this. But yeah, these are going to be fiddly to cut out and make. I'm going to use the swords, I think, as much as I can, because I like them. And I'm going to use the glaive. And I think the banner bearer had the axe, didn't he, or she, or they, or them. Cool. Right, come back and we'll get some built. Hey, lovely people. Okay, so we have the what are they? Tree-Revenants to build. So I'm going to build the Scion and the banner bearer. There are a few things that you need to be aware of when making these. One of them is that you may need to just weave in order to be able to get this side of the body to sit properly and marry up. You're going to need to potentially weave branches together, so you get a flush fit. Now, it's not really clear in the instructions that you need to do this. It's just something that I found you had to do in order to get a fit. But once you get it so that it's sitting together properly, just obviously add your glue in, and that's the start. I'm then going to add in the torso. Now get this up, make sure you get this up the right way, because the head will sit on the neck part. So there's a bit which you could be classed as like the creature's belly button, which is down here. And I, obviously use that as your point of reference to orientate the torso correctly into the mini, like thus. Now this chap gets a loincloth, as it were. I'm just trying to decide where this goes. Okay, so it kind of sits across the groin between the hips. There's grooves here in the hips, and it's kind of sits in there, is where we're at, I think, with correct placement. It feels like a good, when it located, it sat in there really well, so it feels like that's the right place. And then I'm just going to glue this to the base. Like so. Now, this arm is in two parts, so you need to look, and there is a little tab hole that is going to locate into, and then the arm will, the bones in the lower arm will then reach across and sit in the palm of the hand. So fiddly. Right, let's try it a different way then. Let's do the join. So that looks like that's that. I was just going to set that aside to go off slightly. Now, when you come to add in the head comes in two parts. So you get your head, and then there's like a ridge across the top. And what you will find is that that ridge accommodates the hair piece. And I found that the easiest way is to just pop some glue into the hair piece, and then introduce the head like so, and that's the easiest way to do that. So these final parts that we have left are the head, then the arm with the glaive, and then this other arm, which there's a recess in the armpit there, and that's going to go in like thus. So that's your scion. And then the banner bearer is very similar. So again, we need to just weave these twigs together, these branches together, to make sure that we get a good fit. Like so. And then torso. Just check your belly button placement. Like that. Then I'm just going to glue to the base. Then head into the hair. Then, now this one, once you've placed your head, you then have the arm for the banner. But also the hand marries up to the banner. So I recommend doing the hand like so, and then marry that up. And I'm going to make it so that the banner, bottom of the banner pole touches the base, so that I can just glue to the base. Like so. And then I've given this guy an axe. Now these arms that hold the weapons are shaped so that they follow the curve of the shoulder that they're attaching to. So they should only attach one way. like thus. Okay. And there you go. So that's your Scion and your banner bearer. And we have the pipe player and then 2 Tree-Revenants as part of the group. Okay, hopefully you'll join me in the next video. Alright, take care. Bye bye.